Welcome Never Betters to my YouTube channel. I'm Susan and this is Buddy Sherman. We are so grateful you're here. So today I've prepared a slow Vinyasa Flow class for you, all about movement and message. In the flow, we're going to move in and out of different variations of tree pose. The message is about widening our perspective. I hope you enjoy. If you like what you see, hit that thumbs up, push the bell for future notifications, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Now let's get after the best version of you today. If you follow me on Spotify at Never Better Yoga, we are going to go ahead and all together press the start button right now. Then come with me. We're going to start seated today. If you want to sit up on a block or maybe just adjust your sits bones, but let your palms face up, roll your shoulders up and back, and then bring, if you can, index finger and thumb together and just close your eyes. You also have the option of just leaving your palms open. So let this posture that we are beginning in, Sukhasana, the sweet seat, reflect our openness and our readiness to receive the blessings of our practice with the knowingness that today we are focusing on widening our perspective. So just begin to connect the focus of your mind to your breath. Smoothing out your breath, full, complete inhalation and exhalation. Your chest, your lungs, your diaphragm fills up as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, find that exhalation helping you settle, getting rid of anything that could possibly hinder your practice today. Bringing yourself right into the here and the now. Now bring your hands at prayer style, that Anjali Mudra, that hand gesture where you're going to bring your chin towards your chest and just seal right into your heart your purpose for today's practice. Our focus is on widening our perspective, just softening our hearts, being a little more merciful and understanding toward others. And if that brings perhaps a wish or a prayer, an intention for your practice today, just let that be sealed right into your heart. And then once you have that, reach your arms up as you open your eyes up, breathe in. And then when you breathe out, take a twist. So right hand on the outside of the left thigh. Draw the left shoulder blade back as the right shoulder blade draws down. Let the tips of your ears draw back. Soften your face. Breathe back in and up as you stretch your arms out and up. Beautiful. Now twist in the opposite direction. Right hand on the outside of the left thigh. Roll the right shoulder blade back. Draw the left shoulder blade down. So you're really widening your collarbone. Now sweep your arms back out and up. Breathe in, lifting and sealing overhead your purpose. Twisting again. Right hand, left thigh. Tips of ears draw back, face softens. This time bring the back arm up and across. Crisscrossing left arm over right as you bow down. Rise up. Now you might want to just wrap a hug. So wrap a hug like this. If you want to intertwine your arms for Eagle Garandasana arms, that's also an option. Now release that, trying easy, not hard. Breathe in, look up, and then make that twist in the opposite direction. Right hand to the outside of the left thigh. Take the back right arm, bring it up and across. So you're going to get a nice long stretch from your right pinky finger to your right sit bone as you bow down. Lift back up. Maybe it's just a tap of the shoulders for a nice hug. Or maybe you're going to intertwine, lifting up. Now this time, unravel to a T, like those goalpost arms. Neutralize your spine. We're just going to take a little baby shift right to left. So let your waistband move right and left. Now take your hands, lace them, press them inside out as you roll back on your sits bones. Elbows go wide, heart lifts, hands towards sternum, your breastbone. Exhale, round and roll back. Inhale, reach and lift high. 2 more. Exhale, find a cat style back seated. Inhale, lift up. Last time. Exhale, round and roll back. Inhale, lift the heart, widen the elbows, draw your shoulder blades down the back side. Now release that connection. Take your legs straight out in front of you and just do a little bounce with your knees. So just bounce the knees a little right and left. Roll your shoulder heads up and back. Sweep your arms out and up. Left hand forward, right hand back. Make a twist. Then right finger pads behind you as the left arm lifts up. Arc up and back. Beautiful. Now reach back up, pressing your thigh bones down, flexing your feet, flaring your toes. Right hand forward, left hand back. Now left finger pads behind, right arm up, bicep by cheekbone. Now I want you to hinge at the waist and just walk your body on down for a fold. So see if you can lengthen your spine. Maybe you use blocks. Maybe you wrap your fingers around your opposite wrist. Pull yourself together. Now, as you walk yourself back up, go ahead and lift your legs up to a high boat. Now, point your toes. Tap the right toes to the mat. Now left. Lift your heart up a little higher and go right and left with a tap, tap, tap. Beautiful. Now breathe. Palms facing up, that readiness to receive. Tap, tap, tap. Beautiful. Now hold both legs up. Flex your feet, flare your toes out. Now cross at the ankles to come up and around, rocking back to bring yourself all the way to standing. It kind of brings you to standing in the middle of your mat, sweeping your arms out and up. Right hand, left wrist, side bend, right in the center of your mat. Get a lateral stretch. Inhale back up. Make your arms into a V. Left hand, right wrist, lift up and over to the left. Now tee your arms, expand your heart again. Lace your hands behind your back or one hand on each forearm behind your back. Now right ear towards your shoulder. Draw the chin towards your chest. And then left ear towards your left shoulder. Now back to the center. Your gaze is steady and stable. Pulling your forearms apart, just shift your gaze up. Stretching the neck. Now release the forearms, bring your hands to the center of your heart. Balancing on the left leg, pick the right leg up. Crane. Open up to a flying tree. Right knee to the side. Beautiful. Back to the center. Lower the right foot to meet the left. Come to chair pose. Bring your hands together at heart center. Wring it out and twist. Left upper arm on the outside of the right front thigh. Stay nice and low with knees bent. Wring it out on the other side. Right upper arm on the outside of the left front thigh. Now from here, fold right over your legs. Heel toe your feet apart. Soften your knees. Even a nice bend in them is totally acceptable. Capture one hand on each bicep and hang right in ragdoll. So you're just going to take a little shift side to side, letting the crown of your head hang kind of heavy. Yeah, just let it sway where you soften one knee at a time and maybe even create a little bit of a figure 8. Now hold up in the center. Move your head back and forth. So we're going to give up the need to be right. So just shake it right on out of your head. In order to widen our perspective, we have to let go of that ironclad grip that we have on the way and point of view that we carry. So just see if you can shake that out to give us some space in order to widen that. Widen our point of view, giving space to maybe another way of thinking about a situation. Shake out anything that possibly could hinder your practice today. And now draw that yes back in, that knowingness that you are exactly where you belong. There is no coincidence that you unrolled your mat today. Now, hands upon your shins, take a halfway lift. Then exhale, pull yourself together physically on the fold. Bend your knees, round your back, and nice and slow, just kind of roll up with your arms just dangling kind of loose. Heel toe your feet all the way together in the center of the mat, hands to heart center, and just pause. Offer your arms up on the breath in, balancing this time on the right leg. Lift the left leg up, coming to crane. Maybe hands to heart center and open up on that flying tree style with that lateral extension. Steadying the gaze, come back to crane. And then lower the left leg to meet the right, coming into Utkatasana chair pose. Lighten up your toes, bend your knees, pull your hands together, right upper arm on the outside of the left front thigh to twist. Now wring it out in the opposite direction, left upper arm on the outside of the right front thigh. Now stand all the way up, hook your thumbs overhead, open the front body as you look up, arc up and back. And then as you neutralize the spine, tee the arms, that cactus style. Capture the forearms behind your body, pull them apart. Look up as you stretch the front body out. Now, reach the arms back out and up. Pull your hands to heart center and find tree, balancing on the left with the right leg lifted. Now, smooth out your breath and steady your gaze. Now fly your tree, lifting the right leg up with that lateral extension, reaching your arms high, right foot behind the left with a curtsy bow and sweep. Inhale, stand tall, hands back to heart center, and pause. Find tree on the left. You can even carry the left foot up. You're going to balance on the right foot, standing nice and tall, lifting out of that right hip, steadying your gaze, finding your own center to bring that point of balance in. Now lift that left leg up to fly your tree. Now brush and sweep your hands as the left foot crosses behind your body. Bow down, brush and sweep. Inhale, rise up, stand tall. Lift and fly the right leg up for flying tree. Brush and sweep as you curtsy and bow. Other side, right leg plants, left leg lifts. Brush and sweep as you curtsy and bow. Now stand tall, hands to heart center, crane. So right leg lifts. Kick the right leg back. Your left leg is going to be bent. Now you're going to come back up, crane, steady and stable. This time, right leg crosses over the left for standing pigeon. Now release, right foot meets the left. Take a brush and a sweep, hooking your thumbs on top. Just a brush and a sweep and an open. Keep that going. Brush and sweep, sweep away any static in the attic, any ironclad perspectives where we want to be able to widen them, giving up that need to be right all the time. If you notice, when you have, just keep that going, a strong desire to be right, try not venturing an opinion next time someone else expresses one. I think with the worldly events, that's a good idea. Maybe we don't even have to have an opinion. So how do we widen our perspective, widen our point of view, seek out new places, new people, new experiences, and try to put yourself in other people's shoes. Now hold up. Hands come to heart center and pause. Go ahead and lift the left leg up. You're going to balance in crane. Now kick that left leg back, bending the right. Come back up, crane, steady and stable. Beautiful. Now cross the left leg over the right, standing pigeon pose. Draw the right hip back, flex the left foot to flare your toes out, pulling the right hip back. Now release the left foot to meet the right, bending the knees, reach the arms up, chair pose. Collect your hands at heart center, wring it out, left upper arm on the outside of the right front thigh. Wring it out and twist, right upper arm on the outside of the left front thigh. Now reach up, stand tall, breathe in, and you're going to take the right foot, step it forward, left leg reaches back, bring yourself into high crescent lunge. Now from here, open it up into the second warrior. Get the right knee to track over the second and third toe. Flip both palms, straighten the right leg, hands touch overhead, breathe in. Exhale, press back down, breathe out. Reach back up, breathe in, look up. Exhale, press back down, breathe out. One more time. Inhale, rise up, breathe in. Exhale, press back down, breathe out. Now flip the right palm, reverse. Straighten the right leg. Left hand captures the right wrist. Pull the right toes up. Spin to a wide-legged fold. Lean up and over to the back of the mat, left side. Come back to the center, heels in, toes out, hands on thighs, horse stance. So just take a little rock side to side. Now hold up in the center, take a peek around the right side, around the back. Now reverse it around the left. Now come back to the center, straighten the legs, kick the heels out, toes in, reach your arms out and up. Tee your arms standing in that wide-legged straddle, and then capture one hand on each forearm behind your back again. Soften your knees, bend at the waist, maybe fold right over your legs. Release the forearms, right hand down, open up, left arm lifts. Reverse it, left hand down, right arm lifts. Now pivot the right foot to the front of the house. Right forearm on right femur bone. Left arm up and overhead. Now, pull your hips back a little, draw the left arm in, circle it up and around. No rush, no hurry. Draw it in, circle it up and around. Beautiful. Keep it going. Inhale, find that expansion on that left side body. Just a couple more times. And then you're going to find triangle. So you could hang on to the right shin. Maybe you fist, maybe you tent your finger pads, maybe you have a block. Now look down at the right foot and float up to L shape. So you're going to balance on the right leg, left inner thigh lifts. Left foot lands behind the right. You're on a tightrope. Stand up, knees are knocking together, left hand forward, right hand back. Inhale, stand at the top of your mat. Hook your thumbs, open your heart. Collect your hands at heart center and pause. Breathe. Now go ahead and soften the left leg. Step the right leg back. So now you're in crescent lunge on the left. Lift your arms up. Breathe in. Get a nice deep bend on that left front leg. Seam of the right inner thigh lifts. Beautiful. Now turn it into your second warrior. Get the left knee tracking over the second and third toe. Flip both palms, straighten the left leg, look up. Exhale, press back down. Do that again. Inhale, rise up, breathe in, look up. Exhale, press back down. One more time. Inhale, rise up, breathe in, look up. Exhale, press back down, hold in your second warrior. Flip the left palm, reverse. Keep the left shin heading forward. Now straighten the left leg. Dig the left heel in. Pull up the left toes. Right hand, left wrist. Assist yourself up and back. Pivot to that wide-legged straddle, but you're going to lean up and over to the right side of the house. Come back to the center, hands to thighs, heels in, toes out, horse stance, just rock side to side. You can even pick your toes up. No-handed, you would bring your hands to heart center and just take a little rock side to side. Now, tee your arms and just take a dip. Elbow toward knee, just head in that direction. You don't have to go all the way down, but just head in that direction. Now hold up, arms in a T, and just go back to a little right and left waistband twist. Beautiful. Now pivot the left foot to the front of the house, left forearm on your left femur bone. Right arm up and over. Draw your right elbow in. Even send your hips back a little as you circle up and around with that right arm. Exhale, draw in. Inhale, reach up and overhead. Just a couple more times. Breathe. Now this time, you're going to go ahead and pull back on the left leg to find triangle pose, Utthita Trikonasana. Maybe left hand is on shin, maybe on a block. Now look at the left big toe, float up for half moon. Finding that L shape, just pivoting around, balancing with the right seam of your inner thigh lifted. Right foot lands behind the left. Both feet are planted, but you're on a tightrope. Navel into the spine, rise up. Now, right hand forward, left hand back. There you go, breathe. Now, lower your shoulders away from your ears. Beautiful. Now, stand tall, hook your thumbs, open up your heart, breathe in. Exhale, hinge, bend, and fold. Breathe out as you fold right over your legs. Bending your knees, coming all the way down. On your mat, right leg extends, left leg is straight. Janu Shirshasana, lift your arms up. Pivot toward the right leg, flex the foot, flare the toes out, press the thigh bone down. Expand your front body as you lower down over the right leg, yes. Now, if you can slip your right forearm in, or if you want more, that's always an option. Left arm up and overhead as you dive in, getting a nice stretch on the left side body. Now, nice and slowly make that switch. Sole of right foot toward left inner thigh. Left leg extends. It's flexed at the foot. Lift your arms up. Pivot toward the left leg. Hinge, bend, and fold right on down. For a little deeper, left forearm in, right arm up and overhead. Come back up. Now we're going to take Upavista, which is a straddle. So both legs out, and I just want you to walk your upper body on down. Maybe you're on forearms, maybe on a block, but your legs are very active. So legs are pressing down, toes are flaring out, externally rotating your legs as you really reach forward and find length in your spine. Now walk yourself and press yourself back up. Bring both legs together. Right back to the beginning, go to a little bit of a bounce with the knees. Nice. Now pull your feet in. They're going to be at the width of your hips. Your arms are going to be in front of your body. Pull your navel in, roll down onto your back. Palms down, head down. We're going to elevate your legs up. This is called Viparita Karani, or also known, AKA legs up the wall pose. So just experience the settling in. Stay right here. And I'm going to tell you a little story of a way that can help widen our perspective. The story is about a gentleman who found a boat. He found an old rowboat and he fixed it up. It was all damaged, and he prepared and shined and just fixed the wood and made the boat just in beautiful condition. Took a lot of time to restore it, but he was ready to float the boat. So he put the boat in the water, and in he gets, and he starts rowing. And fog started to settle in, and as the fog settled in, another boat hit his boat and ruined all of the work he had done. The boat had damage in the wood. It started to sink. He had to get back to shore, get the boat back out. He was so angry because all of his work he felt had been for naught. And who would do such a thoughtless action and hit his boat? So when he found out, he saw the boat coming toward him, he wanted to see what that person looked like who would do such a thing to his boat he had just spent all that time restoring. And lo and behold, no one was in the boat. So instead of him having anger, he totally shifted his perspective. And he started to widen his perspective, knowing that there was no one to blame. Sometimes when we try to blame other people for certain things that happen, if we find out that perhaps all of those conflicts and challenges in our life are just empty rowboats. Ha. Now go ahead and plant your feet to the width of your mat. So your legs are coming down. That last posture helps us really calm and settle in a very stabilizing way. Now just take your knees. If you want to create goalpost arms, that's fine. Or just have your arms alongside your body. But just take your knees right and left. It's just a very gentle rinse to let any remaining tension in your lower back, just let it be released. Now rinse your knees to the right. Take your gaze over to the left. Now rinse your knees to the left and take your gaze to the right. Come back onto your back. Let the right leg cross over the left for supine pigeon. If you can lace your hands under the left hamstring, maybe you need a strap or a t-shirt or a towel, or maybe your hands lace on the left shin. Open up the right hip through the hip joint and just hold this stretch. Hold. See if you can open the right hip through the hip, not the knee, but breathe. Now go ahead and release, letting the left leg cross over the right. You could either, again, lace your hands under the right hamstring. Maybe you carry the right shin, or maybe you use a prop of sorts, but open the left hip. Just breathe. They say we carry a lot of emotional tension in our hips, but we are in the process of widening and shifting our perspective. All the stuff that happens, all the people that might annoy you, maybe they're just empty rowboats. A lot of times we think people have certain agendas. They may not even be thinking about what they say or what they do. Hurting people hurt people, so they don't even know they're doing it. We have to forgive them, for they know not what they do. Yes, now that brings a lot of freedom, and we begin to create new experiences in our life to help us widen our view. Let yourself lay your entire body down into Shavasana, our final resting pose. So there's nothing left to do, just to give yourself full and complete permission to rest, to breathe, to bask. So just experience the slowing of the roll of your breath. Helps calm any chatter remaining in our head. Now, if it were to serve you today and you have 5, 10, 15, even 20 minutes to just stay right here in Shavasana. I just invite you to turn the video off and do so. But as we learn to listen, as we learn to find new places, new experiences, new points of view, we widen our perspective. Invite yourself back into your day with movement coming into your fingers and your toes. And then as you bend your knees, just let them plant your feet at the width of your hips, knees bent. You're going to just make that shift over into that fetal position, that place where it all began. The place that God has gifted us the ability to live, to move, to breathe, and to widen our point of view. Push yourself back up into your day, your seated, sweet, comfortable spot right where we began. Take your hands beneath your kneecaps and just create a very slow roll, a circular motion that goes around. This is going to signify the grounding and the rooting, the Muladhara, the root chakra, grounded and rooted no matter what comes upon you. You're going to stay rooted and grounded. Reverse that direction. Get curious about these new events, asking more questions of people, listening more intently, reading different things, watching different things. Experience your experiences through a new filter. And just know that giving up that need to be right can help widen your perspective as well. Knowing that you don't even have to have an opinion on things. Just listen and try to extend merciful understanding. Settle in the center. Reach your arms out and up. Carry the gifts, the graces, the blessings that you've been given. And with gratitude, seal them into your heart as you bow your chin towards your chest, sealing your personal intention for today's practice in. Letting ways of being that widen our perspective be shown to us this week, where we can bring more love, more joy, more peace to our family, friends, and loved ones. Now, looking up, let's finish off together with one Om to home. Sip your breath in. Om. Now go on out and be a blessing. Namaste.